Oh god, it's really low again. It used to be a lot higher. Well, I thought it was higher because I managed to get her opinion of me massively up. You get a huge boost, but it seems bugged, seems object. Yeah. Hmm. And I thought you were meant to get a huge amount of prestige, and I'm certainly not getting that. Your wife surely can't be your lover. The problem is that she's not our lover. We need to seduce her to get those babies going, but it's not looking good. Dang. I mean, we are naturally making babies, and we do have a couple of ladies as heirs, but I need more. I need males as well. Guess it's just not happening. Okay, with Gaelic settlement and the installation of a new administration, the people of Ulster fully embraced our traditions. Great work! Perhaps we could do the same around here. The trouble is we have all these Scots in power. I wonder, would it now become faster to change their faith? What was that about poverty? Ha 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 ha! That's an Irish faith, alright. Okay. If I wanted to convert the faith here... Monthly progress negative. Well, that's not very good. How about these Cumbrians? Yeah, that's because you're Cumbrian, isn't it? Yeah. Primary heir is an insular Irish, so it just gets worse and worse. Now, something that I haven't really played around with is trying to trying to replace my vassals with other people. Trouble is, removing vassals is tyranny, isn't it? Even if I have a hook? Question mark. So this Cumbrian fellow, I want him gone, right? A bossy, zealous, and just individual. If they're just, then they might give in to my blackmail. Who knows? But of course I would need to find something on them. So, I would want to revoke his title. Make him hold titles with no land. So I can't just take them on? Take them all? This is an act of tyranny, apparently. Regardless, I'm not too happy with you. So, you know, with you being Cumbrian. So perhaps we should try to find some secrets in his court. Otherwise, Queen, could we please make some children here? Defending against Duke Dolphin of Lothian? Why? Why? You're fighting the pin... Okay, for some odd reason, your vassal and my vassal are duking it out. And you're attacking the Prince of England. It's ambitious, isn't it? Why would you do such a thing? Can try to seduce the man. If you convert all of his lands, he may adopt Gaelic culture himself. Yeah, but he also might reverse my hard work. To the chattering King de Bachen, we've been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long. No more, we're done paying your taxes. Once your coffers dry up and your larders are empty, you'll wish you'd treat us more fairly. Says these bloomin' peasants. every county in the faction, and the faction's tiny, right? It's just there. However, I don't want to... Well, let's see how this goes. I haven't fought one of these. The Chattering King. Rally the troops. Very well. Let's see. Okay, look at that pathetic lot there. We're the defenders, so our subjects shouldn't get too angry at us raising an enormous army to crush these accursed Irish. And we will crush those accursed Irish. Ah, yeah, I'll do it myself. Why not? Because of the risk of me dying, of course. But, you know, we got a couple of heirs. No males, but it's just how it goes sometimes. Should I try to seduce her again? 20% isn't a good chance, but... I mean, it's a very not good chance. And I did so much for you, and this is all you have for me. Let's give it a go. I wonder if I can invite people to help me. No, no one's going to help me seduce my own wife. Whoa, that progresses quickly now, doesn't it? Wonderful. He's got some good advantage, but we've got a good bit of killing them all. So how does this go? Enforced demands, locals pacified, popular opinion destroyed, and we imprison the leader. The insane adventurer. Sounds cool and all. May wisdom ever elude you. I know when I'm defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply. Well, that was a very nice and easy introduction to taking on peasant rabble. I'm assuming it gets much worse down the line. And you're currently rotting in my prison. No, you've been in there for years. You've just arrived, you insane adventurer. He can't pay his way out. He has good martial. Even though he's an insane Irishman. Well, perhaps because he's an insane Irishman. The trouble is, his prowess is still pretty terrible. Forcibly recruited. Stupid. Okay, that's probably the problem. And it's... oh, man. Oh, I could demand his conversion to Catholicism and then recruit him and gain a hook? No, the hook is too expensive. Oh well, if you want to rot in prison, so be it. I can't get money out of you. I can't really get money out of much here, sadly. Perhaps I should just empty out my prison. I don't like it being as full as it is, and I can't see any good reason to clutter up my UI like this. You have no liege. Unless anybody knows any good reason to... Ooh, why am I not converting you? He's Catholic. He doesn't look very Catholic. He looks very lollard. So I'm looking at the wrong person, obviously. Demand conversion. Do it for the faith. I'm surprised this doesn't give me any nice bonuses. Recruiting you seems like a waste of time. What I'm curious about is landing people. But my subjects won't like it if I pool other people. I'd have to give them my own land, and heaven knows I don't want to do that. You could execute them in an emergency to get some dread, and that's about it. Well, let's just demand conversion and get a hook. And as for you, just get the hook. Because otherwise you're pretty useless. And then there's you. You're not terrible, but you're pretty bad. And again, just get a hook and kick them out. I don't want them here. Who knows, these hooks might be useful down the line. But they probably won't. And I'm just going to keep that rancid Irishman locked up where he can do no harm to nobody. A secret uncovered. The bishop of Carrick. He's got a lover. Are you even allowed those? If I were to blackmail him, he would definitely accept, and then I would get a hook on him, which seems useful. The question is how I use a hook on a on such an ecumenical individual. Well, I could always get him involved in one of my own schemes to deal with you. Of course, I don't plan on murdering you, I just want to remove you from the picture. Defending against Crusades in 1066 is insane, says TBW. Christianity got 155,000 men by 1200. How about that? Jake, the Irishman is actually Gaelic, as you culturally converted Ulster. Is he now? He's still a mad Irishman. Oh, yet another one bites the dust. This mayor, I knew he'd die eventually. I'm really struggling when it comes to competent people. But you're already the steward. Mayor Fergus. You're not really doing anything special, so you take care of that. Again, it's not very good, it's still just full of averageness. Alba's not England, right? No, far from it, it's Gaelic Scotland. I was wanting to look at that mad prisoner. Oh right, there we go, insular Gaelic, so he needs to be converted. I could actually gob him out with a conversion. He doesn't want to give the hook, but at least we'd have a Christian Gaelic on the prowl. He wouldn't like me, but he's incapable, so let's just have you out, doing harm to whatever you want. Yes, I am the King of Alba. My queen is the King of England. We are married. We're also cousins. And we have gobbed out 2 females. That's unfortunate. I need a male. However, one of the females is matrilineally married to be next in line for all of that Munster. Well, I assume it's going to be all of that Munster. These claims are passed on to children, after all. So when you pop your clogs, and you will pop your clogs... I want him to pop his clogs as soon as the marriage is complete, rather than them having a chance to annul this. That's the hope, at least. What are all these people walking around here for? I have no choice but to accept your conditions for my release. Farewell. Ah, but now he's a good Gaelic Christian. A proper Christian, not one of these impoverished Christians. Didn't I just hire you, Fergus? I did just hire you. What you gotta go and die on me for? Why am I struggling so much to get competence in my court? I think it's more I'm struggling to get competent vassals. Might be start to check the inheritance laws on Munster, see if the country will split up, as if I could read them, but that's not a bad idea. The question is what? Realm succession will be inherited as per the Petty King Lothian's Confederate Partition Male Preference Law. Titles will be divided equally among your children. Okay, so who gets what? Maybe it will just explode. Seems like your position on your council is a stressful job. They just decide to bite the bullet. Well, actually, I'm feeling a lot less stressed knowing that I can kick Mercia's ass. But that won't last forever, and my money doesn't last forever either. Hopefully Mercia is kept in place now. But they really do not like my queen. It'll probably explode. You may want to thin out those sons. It was hard. I don't have the intrigue to thin out these children. I have too many sons. Right, that's the one that I married my princess off to. Brian, Amalglid, and... oh, that's a daughter. We don't care about the daughters, right? Just the sons. I mean, even if I wanted to murder you, no good chance without using gold to grease the wheels. Who are you? Some unlanded individual who's fairly average across the board. Deceitful, stubborn, impatient. I'm not sure I care about that so much. You know, maybe forget finding these secrets. What's it even doing for me? Think what I can be doing here, though. Perhaps continue to investigate over there, see what the Irish can do for us. Not what we can do for the Irish. But by gods, my queen, could we please? I'm already, yeah, of course, I'm already scheming against her. Success chance 20%. It's not looking good. Not looking good for shacking up with my queen. So is there any official posts or patches coming to deal with some of the launch issues for the game? I can't claim that there have been many, which has made the few that have been found all the more unpleasant to deal with. Sutherland's involved in a civil war in Denmark. Might be your time to strike. I mean, Denmark always seems to be in wars, but they seem to do pretty well for themselves. Whoa! That's not a Holland I know, but it is a war that you're enjoying right there. You still have a superior military to our own. There. Now if I fight for that, I still fight against the king. And again, they have vastly superior numbers. Oh, it sounds like they have allies as well. 1.0.3 came out yesterday, but hopefully further hot patches will drop soon. That's a new release, that's how it goes. You are still allied with Carrick and Denmark, and that's a pain for me. But we'll get there. Uh-oh. Something unusual? Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small. If I want to impress the queen, I should send her something truly special. Handkerchief, a rose. Perhaps not. Forsake the opportunity. She's paranoid, arbitrary, lazy. She does care for me. Massively. So the rose will do just fine. Thank you so much for the rose. I can scarce remember a time I received such a wonderful gift. Anything for you, my queen. You know, like the throne of England. Bloomin' heck. That ugly guy says she's paranoid. Better not give her something. Nah, we're fine. We are more than fine. Available perks and lifestyle. Ooh. We unlock the trait Gallant, Martial, Prowess, Prestige, Attractive Opinion. That does sound good, and I'm only 3 away from grabbing it. We'll make it happen. To be fair, having to herd a bunch of Englishmen doesn't sound like the greatest gift imaginable. Oh yeah, we're doing it for our children. Unfortunately, we need to be making more children, and you're not currently helping me out on that one, Queen. I'm trying here, but you're just not irrigated, so to speak. I mean, maybe being cousins isn't doing it for her the way it's doing it for me, but we need those male heirs. I mean, she's tried 3 times. 1 of them was a bust, and 2 of them came out as girls, so I can see her perhaps frustration at having to try for a 4th one. Shaking my head, Jake. You're simping on your own queen. Yeah, I should have exchanged roles. She should have got Alba. I should have gotten England. I would have kept Mercia in check. I bet, Mercia's just going to rise up again. They hate your guts. But he was forced to renounce his claim. Did he lose his claim on all of England? Well, whether he did or he didn't, he wants independence. He's also over his holding limit. I need to check out what the impact of that is. And somebody died again. God, it must be very stressful being on my... Whoa! Duke Callum. He's young, he's our nephew, he's very angry for some reason because he wants a seat on the council. Well, it just so happens you're good enough to get a seat on the council. Now, cheer up, Goth. There we go. Content but arrogant. Excellent. Despite our best efforts, we haven't found anything, but there is something going on. We will find it. I need some secrets to murder my way to the top in Ireland. It's not a very high hill to get to the top of, but I will get there. Jake, in the time between you marrying your daughter to the Irish and checking the succession laws, the Irish man had 3 kids. Clearly, you need a new wife. I wouldn't mind a backup wife, but let's not rock the boat too much. Alright, well, if not much is going on, not much is going on. Is game telling me about any issues? Oh, we're still short on... No, come on, we're 12 out of 13. That's hardly calls for few knights. But inviting knights we can't do for a while. Do I have anybody in my court, a guest if you will, who has impressive martial, who might make a good knight? Of course they'd have to be male. The answer is no. Somebody will pop up in time. Jake, you should name one of your daughters after Swain. I've already dished out names. For knights, you'd want prowess. Was prowess in that list? Learning, intrigue, stewardship, martial, diplomacy. I don't actually see prowess here. There must be a way to see that though. Maybe it's in the people finder or something similar. No, it's in their profile thing. I don't want to have to click on their profile each and every time. I also need to find the females, and I'm not very good from telling male from female at a glance. At all. And I am trying. I cannot believe that Lothian appears to be winning this. He is, he just needs a good win, and he's got that. Deserters. I'm leading a patrol. We spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness. Hooded cloaks. I recognize Gondla, my knight, my lord. They're deserting. What do? Well, we apprehend them, of course. Or we let them go. Weak hook on him. 10 stress because we're wrathful. Alright, so my knight, amongst with some others, are going away. But you're a good knight, so apprehend them. And allowed to get away. And my wife wants me to fight against France. Just give them that. Oh man, the French are going to come and sail over to me and... Oh well, actually, what the hell happened to France? The French war for the earldom of Maine. I mean, that's just not worth worrying about. I don't care about the mainland. Regardless, though, if it must be done, we must do stuff for our wife. Get those armies together. At least then we'll be in a good position if somebody declares war upon us. After a short scuffle, they're apprehended. Every soldier is present, loyal and not. We know that the punishment for this kind of betrayal can be harsh. The air is thick with anticipation and fear. My lord... They are only children. We just want to go home. The price for betrayal must be paid. Execute them all. Gain dread. Gain a whole perk unlocked. And he becomes terrified of me. I mean, why would I not do that? You'll be scrubbing every floor in Hyrule. Then after you've scrubbed all the floors in Gamelon. Then after you scrub all of me... You know how it goes. The stink of the latrines does little for the men's morale. Let me tell you a story about discipline and honor. Gain stress because of wrathful. How is my current stress? It's getting there. It's 50 or so. I do like the dread. But it would just tick down naturally, so that's not a great gain anyway. This one's a 20% chance of losing that amazing perk. This one's a 26% chance of losing that perk, and I get that stress. He doesn't become terrified, he becomes dead. Why did I read terrified? I don't know, but I did. Alright, scrub all the floors in Hyrule. You know, high luck just means that the unlikely is more likely to happen. There we go. Ah, excellent. They've come to understand, and that is a very good outcome. Spouse opinion increases. I mean, she already loves me, but one more, and I should be able to become gallant, or gallant, rather. Peace acceptance plus 10, so I don't need to go for 100%. Huh. Interesting. Right, well, I better march our army down here. Well, actually, we don't know where the French are going to end up, so we should stay somewhere halfway with good supply, if such a place exists. Kind of doesn't, sadly. Well, you know what? I'll hold out in Lorraine, and if the French appear down here, I can march down without too much fuss. 2 more, getting the trait is an additional... Okay, so I will have to unlock that itself. Thanks, Jorlum. Ah, jeez, I have to pay for my armies whilst they're raised. I don't like that. I forgot that. Not paying for them, not right now. The meat. I make sure to pass through Winchester on the day of practicing jousting. The Queen officers are milling about, instructing young knights. I find my wife wandering. Whatever intentions I had, her attention is clearly on her duties as the lady of these soldiers. These knights could be made to look a real fool. Gain stress because of gregarious. Appeal to her malicious side. Appear to her thrifty side. Appeal to her thoughtful side. Intrigue's the only thing she's good at. But she is aggressive. She's aggressive, not malicious, though. Take a shot at it. Gotta remember it auto unpauses at the end of events. Aha! Oh my. Shared many thoughts. It's, oh, it's looking better. It's looking a bit better here. Smoldering chemistry. We might just be able to lay with our own wife here. A call to war from Mercia against who and who? A peasant revolt. Why in the world do you want my help in a peasant revolt? You'll have that sorted in no time. I'm really discouraged from helping out in these fights, knowing that I don't get anything from war participation. Maybe I should go and trawl the forums for a bit and find information on it. And that's trawl, not troll. I haven't posted in the Paradox forums in forever. The Charming, despite our best efforts... Okay, I don't believe we'll find anything either. There's less going on here. Can't think of anywhere else that's better for us to go poking around at. But I do want something on those blasted Irish. Yeah, this is heading above beyond typical Paradox release. I guess what I could have done is strolled my armies down to capture the leader, but there you go. Victory! Of course I did nothing here. What a shame. I don't want to pay for my armies in my Queen's War. She'll be fine. What I want to do is invest in a keep for Elgin so it becomes worth more. Man, Inverness became worth... well, maybe not worth tons of money, but worth decent levies when I wasn't looking. Ugh, Norwegian culture. If it can be called such a thing. Catholicism fervor keeps getting hurt here. Queen of England seems to be getting beaten kind of bad there. Hopefully they're not also being invaded by the French. If they are, then I'll have to go and help my queen. But you know, losing isn't the end of the world for us. Plus, my queen seems to have... Oh no, that's my soldiers. My queen's gotten out. Hopefully that's not a good invitation for others to fight. My beloved wife, as my perceptive wife smiles mysteriously, I drop my pretense of restraint, tearing the shirt of her, putting my hands around her waist, my mouth on her neck, my aching desire against her own. Will happen, becomes your lover, gains it, ends the seduction. She will not be anything but my wife. What? Why? Well, it matters not. For the love of God, sire me an heir. Wow. Wow, my own queen losing land to Duke Dolphin. Duke Dolphin has been incredible since birth. He's really competent at pretty much everything. He's very good at fighting. I don't remember him having that much prowess. Old age, I guess, is hurting a bit. But still, he goes and fights my own queen and wins. Duke Dolphin deserves his own spin-off series, says Rosenkalk. I am not unconvinced of this. Okay. Well, the French seem unable to siege down Maine on their own, so I'm not really sure I should be joining in. I wonder if War Contributions bugged out, you'll get that event where your ally's not happy with you no matter what. Ugh, still, why is this? Through marriage between... Right, if I want you out of the picture with them, then I should look at this. Marriage between King Blubbity Blub and Queen Ingrid. Queen Ingrid and the King. I don't think I have much chance of going out and murdering you with my pathetic intrigues. I don't think I can rock that boat, unfortunately, but I'd like to. The Outer Hebrides have evaded me for way too long. Wait, the Northern Isles are independent? No, it's all Denmark, Denmark, Denmark. Yes! Come on, my cousin wife, deliver unto us bride and joy. You know, Iceland's another option, right? Hell, it's just a colder Ireland. Watch it be a third daughter? God, I hope not. Whew. Well, if it is another daughter, then it does look good for Princess Doc Spengler ruling Alba. Right, keep it up, keep it up. There's bound to be something there. Are those occupations by France? Not seeing any French soldiers, but I don't think my queen is doing too well in all of this. Ah, they're finally going to help out. It'll be a male, an inbred male. An inbred male is still a male. Whew. Primary heir is still betrothed, but you're only 5. We need time to pass. Would you recommend this game even if I already own all the CK2 DLC? It's hard to judge even if it adds enough new content. There's definitely going to be content that you feel is missing if you pick this up. But, and whilst I can't really speak for this because I wasn't much of a CK2 entrepreneur, but my belief is that there's more than enough good baseline features and heavy polish, not to mention performance at blistering speed, to make it worth your while. Right, let's get martial. We're a peacemaker, so we only need 90% in wars, which I don't think is actually that great anyway, but... Ah, Dynasty Legacy. Warfare, Law, Guile. What do these actually do? Casus Belli Cost? We don't do much of that anyway. But Máel-Snechtai was always about warfare. Dread gain, he was a dreadful man. We do like doing careful breeding. Tough choice, but I mean, this probably goes along the whole way, right? Built up through renown. I see. I see. Yeah, the speed 5 is so fast that I honestly thought it was AI disabled. I think it goes faster than AI disabled EU4 even. Marriage acceptance. That's actually pretty damn good. So let's go with that. That's how Speed 5 is, or rather should be. Speed 5 should be as fast as the game can possibly handle. Speed 4 should be as fast as possible that it's still possible to play the game with. Alright, honestly, my queen, we are getting on in years. We need to produce a good, strong male heir to carry on our legacy. They'll inherit all the titles of the Isles, although whether or not they're able to actually keep it together is a different matter. So I will need to educate them in how to be wrathful and such. You're very, very average. And you're not looking too great either. Oh boy! So strong, words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have 2 perfect little children. My sweet children. One of you will grow up to carry on my legacy. The other will always remain in his shadow. I hope you'll still love each other, come what may. Yes, my cousin wife. Produce to me the heirs. Excellent. Sorry, Doc Spengler, but you're going to have to plot to kill yourself here. Alright, who are we going to have? We're going to have Krellin as the boy. And the girl is going to be... Ah, good, and the surname is Máel-Snechtai, as it should be. In any case, the girl shall be a good girly name, Rye Bread. If you get a male heir, you should have your daughter marry into the dolphin family. You need that blood in your line. Yeah. Oh, the game automatically unpauses quite often. The dolphin line. Ugh, already betrothed. Hold on, betrothed to Princess Rita, so maybe that's not all that bad. Still though, my boy, you shall be educated by me, of course. I mean, you could be educated by the Duke Dolphin himself. Deceitful, sadistic, impatient. No, I think it should be me, of course. Can I not make the Guardian me? I guess there's a limit to how many people you can be looking over. Retract the guardianship of a guardian or ward you have authority over. What? I want to educate my own son now. Hopefully that doesn't irritate things, but still. Wait, denounce and disinherit. Not happening, not happening. You are my heir, and you shall be... Oh, maybe they're too young to be educated? You is already considering a proposal from you. Okay, sure. Just treat me with respect for now that I'm average, says Doc. Come to think of it, Doc Spengler, what are you up to? Wow, I haven't even married you off to anybody. But if I'm going to do that, it would have to be matrilineally. And I don't know how or where. How about you have a good old shot at Iceland? Arrange a marriage to matrilineally, of course. Oh, right, that's right, you're a woman. And that's also a woman. I mean, nothing wrong with that, right? If I wanted this, though, it would never, ever happen. Because matrilineal on the primary heir is just a nope. So I need to find somewhere else that we want to get into. Brittany. Ever Brittany. Not happening there either. I mean, nothing wrong with you being a bit of a wild card, Doc Spengler. The original Máel-Snechtai's sister was a wild card that slept with half of the English nobility, and that's exactly how we were able to get our cousin wife onto the throne there. So, nay too shabby, I dare say. There is also the thought of going for Connaught or Osori. Son. Nah, they're already betrothed. We'll keep you as a wild card still, though. Could be useful. Send Doc to the HRE. No way, no how. By the way, how can I get around to educating you? There we go. I shall educate you. And I still have great hopes for you, since you're in the matrilineal marriage down in Munster. So I shall educate you myself as well. Doc Spengler is just going to have to grow up in the School of Hard Knocks. Alternatively, you could be taught by the Queen. No, I don't like that either. We got any other good, wrathful people in the realm who could teach you a thing or two? Diligence, Craven. Content, arrogant, greedy. Yeah, not happening. Not happening at all. Ah, screw it. Keep at it. This is just wrong. Then again, there's a lot of wrong things happening on the Isles, like these Cumbrians. Have her learn the ways of Duke Dolphin. I don't really want... well, maybe Sadistic is good, because... Oh, of course Sadistic is good. It gives dread. You there, Duke Dolphin. You must teach. You like me, so you should be able to teach Doc Spengler the ways. Hang on, who's teaching who here? I feel like I have this the wrong way around. The ward is the one who looks over, right? A ward is a child being educated. Okay, my mistake. Get on it, Duke Dolphin. Attempt to convert Doc Spengler to Duke Dolphin's culture. Scots. No. Hopefully she doesn't become Scots. Stay strong in Gaelic. That's, I guess, is one downside of him. It's punishing. It's a shame that there's a divide between Scots and Gaelic here. They're not even part of the same culture group, I think, or if culture group is even a thing. But it just means everybody that's Scot is just inherently unhappy because they're a foreigner to us. Sudden shock. I have ridden, taken aim, and struck so many times I thought nothing could upset my rhythm. As I take yet another gallop, I cannot fully see what makes my horse rear up. For an instant... Momentum keeps me pinned to the back of the horse. It starts shaking. Then, as if time is flying slowly, I feel myself becoming dislodged. I could become wounded. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure we'll be fine. Calm down, boy. Calm down. I'm thrown to the hard-packed ground. The pain. Oh my, stable boy is just a bit too late. Yeah, I'm sure it'll heal. Probably heal fine. Then again, I don't have a court physician, do I? Perhaps we should celebrate by finally getting a keep here. Ah, it costs 800. Yeah, there goes the back. Well, at least we got the heir out. I don't want to play as a 0-year-old, but peace be with you, Krellin. You can afford a physician easily. Yeah, but the last time we got a physician, they killed us. Well, it's free, right? Let's have a look. Maybe they can help us out. Court physician. The world is full of dangers, even to a king and his court. And here we go. Ooh. Sutherland, eh? Catholic Scot. Nothing too wrong with the Scots, right? These costs seem rather, What is this? Oh, not bad. I mean, we struggle to find competence around here, but he is an Irishman, so that's already a no. Physician. Disease resistance, medium boost. But that's for you, not for us. You're also a drunkard. That could cause problems. Well, you know what? On you come. You might be of good use. Wounded. A taint within. I feel as if 100 knives are slicing through my wound. Oh, come on, I just fell off a horse. Either way, I have an infected wound. Really? Would this have just not happened if I hadn't gotten you? This is what killed off the last of our kind as well. Anyway, just do what you gotta do. Let's hope this infected wound does not kill me off here. We lost infected. We lost wound. Hey, would you look at that? We're doing just fine. Not bad at all. Slice and drink. Slice and drink. What's it called in Frostpunk? The policy where you amputate left and right? Invasive. Invasive surgery. Is that what it's called? Radical treatment, thank you. Well, I lost the money that I wanted to spend on that keep, and I don't want to raise my armies because that'll cost me money to help out with this battle as well. Probably poured whiskey into the wound, yes, and then I was reborn anew, knocked 10 years off of me. In the good sense, of course. Alright, Krellin, swear to God, you better do good on the Máel-Snechtai line here. Magdabachen. I mean, I could call them all Máel-Snechtai, but not keen on that either. Also, the fact that you have a twin means it's going to be less of a problem if I divide the realm between you, because you actually like each other a bit more. Who would have thought twins like each other more here? No wounded little Irish whiskey camp. Okay, no, the Irish whiskey would make it all the worse. Now, if it were a Welsh whiskey... different story altogether. Alright, you know best. We're not finding anything else over in Munster, sadly. Realm won't divide. Jake the twin is a sister. Oh, that's true. Does that mean he's going to get everything? Okay, then we need no more sons unless we want a backup plan. But honestly, we're on our way out, so we're just going to have to believe in Prince Krellin here. Still worried about you and your alliance with Denmark. You're allied with Munster and Connaught. Okay, so the Irish are all in cahoots. That's bad for me. Nobody said being King of Scotland would be that easy. Uh-oh, looks like my queen is not doing too well in that war. Hopefully she loses it quickly. I could go down and help out, but do I really want to? Do I really want to fight the French? Whatever, let's do it for love. If not for money. Good God, look at those costs. I mean, I could command it, but I already got rather banged up earlier. And Duke Dolphin knows how to do things. Good prowess there. Decent enough advantage. Then again, I'm really good. Pretty swell army. Well, I do keep my subjects in check. Might be worth doing some intrigue to modify some of these contracts. I mean, Albany is enormous. And good lord, he's taken over... Hang on, am I reading that right? Have you taken over all of Buchan? What a guy! Too good of a guy, actually. Good thing he's arrogant and content, otherwise he'd be coming after me. What about your heir? We don't know. In any case, he's doing really good. I should modify the contract of Albany so they have to give more power to me. Because that's a hefty amount of soldiers he's got under his boot there. Very well. Find me his secrets. Find me the secrets of Gowrie. Have you got a plan for dismantling Mercia? Not really. I mean, we've already taken one chunk out of it, right? Otherwise, nay idea. Hopefully just instill a coward there and be as dreadful as possible. Now, where are all the French at? I just want to fight a battle, get my war contribution, and then go home. But where are they at? How would I even find them? Well, you know what? I can get contribution from sieging down, or re-sieging this. The downside is if it gets re-sieged, then that's a bad opportunity for my wife to be stuck in prison. The succession is safe, yes. Heresy. Lollards. Vile heretics. Now that's going to be my problem soon. Ugh, lollards. It's no lolling matter. I was never even that much after England, but I just saw the opportunity and had to take it. Oh, Munster. Did they always have that? I guess they did. Walls are down. This land's coming back to my queen. Hopefully she's happy. But where in the world are those French? That's not good. Not controlled by Catholicism. Mr. Kent, man? Ah, damn, I had a hook on your father, didn't I? But not you. There we go, Hampshire's back. All our doing. Don't know where those French are at, but wherever they go, we should be ready to slaughter them. Not a lot of supply in these areas. I wonder if I would do well to split up. There, we'll split up and see what happens, but I don't like spending money when I could be gaining decent money here. She's at it again. This time, I'm not so sure I want a male heir. Hello, French! Commanded by Count somebody or other. Alright, Dolphin, let's do this. Espionage lover. Who the hell is that? Countess of Linlithgowshire. She's taken Duff, the steward, and oh my goodness, you don't look too good, are you? You've got the great pox. Plagued by sores and inflammation. Suffers from the venerable plague. Oh, good grief. Still, that might be useful to know. So I can blackmail you with that, but then I get a strong hook on you. Why would I want a strong hook on you anyway? You're my own vassal. I'm not seeing it personally. Well, I'd like to know what can be done with a strong hook, so I'll give it a go. So if we go to our intrigue, hooks... Oh my, I have a fair few, don't I? What do I do to you? I mean, you could really help me with killing people around here. What's your relation to Duke Callum? Not that I want Callum dead. Well, we have that hook, and hopefully you don't die on me, so we'll see what can be done with you. Strong hooks can be used once every 5 years instead of just once. Ooh, interesting. Right, speaking of interesting, how about we kill the French? How about I kill the French? They are recently disembarked. Will they remain recently disembarked? Not unless I'm there in a few... I am there in a few days. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, we can whip the French at their own game. If nothing else, get some prisoners to sell back to the French. They have 6 knights, we have many more. We're elite quality. I don't even know how we're getting such good quality, but we are. Wow. We maimed Gaspar! Okay, who's on their way now? It matters not. The French are all dying. May as well chase them down and kill them wherever they go. Although I don't know where they're gonna go. There was a time when CK2 didn't have Shattered Retreat, right? And it was just... when it was added, I believe it was not the most popular edition in the game. I still think this could do better for showing Shattered Retreat. Chasing them down is a bit of a pain because I don't know which direction they're going to go. Defending in a forest. There is no defense against the dents that Máel-Snechtai is dispensing. Anything for you, my queen. Anything for you. Except this is costing me a lot of money, so could I have some money? Okay, and could I get some prisoners, please? They're doing a good job of not falling prisoner to us. My hook on my own queen has passed. My own queen is really looking a bit haggard these days. Maybe it's the abundance of children that I keep putting into her. Cradled by death. Oh no, something is wrong. I'm very sorry, my lord. Your son, they're both in heaven now. Oh, whoa, whoa, she died? Oh no. Oh dear, I'm gonna get a bit stressed out here. What have I done to deserve this? My queen and my son. Excellent. You know what that means? Means we don't have to suffer ourselves. Multiple sons splitting up the realms. Kingdom of England is taken care of by King Krellin. Oh, good God, King, you are in so much trouble. You're gonna die. But if you survive, you will have a very long reign over England. Weep for your wife, commit suicide, become your infant son. Yeah, I need to try and get myself killed now so that my son can inherit Alba as well, but he's gonna have a hard life. King Krellin joins the war. But we're obviously still allied to them, right? Allied... wait, we're not allied to England? How can that be? That's my own son! He is a claimant and will not agree. Be reasonable, my own son. We need to be allied. I'm doing this to protect you. Wow, your son just says F you, Dad. Yeah, he does. And he's 2 years old. Okay, but it's good to maintain that alliance in my eyes so that England doesn't die and that Scotland doesn't die. So let's keep it together. I'm honoured by your request and I'd be glad to call you an ally. Wow, my son's really learning how to speak fast. Marvellous news indeed. Now, as I continue to dig you out of your war with France, perhaps you can show some respect to Daddy Snechtai. There, good old Duke Dolphin, wounding Gaspar again. What does it take to get some prisoners here? You're not married. I don't think that's a problem, really. I don't have any more cousins that I'm so keen to marry right now. It's better that we just die soon and continue the adventure. Strategic impasse. Yeah, it's another thing here. Why don't I just tell them both to do whatever? We improve both and both are happy. They both like me already anyway, so let's just enjoy the pillaging. Wait, what does improved pillaging do? Siege phase time, advantage down. Advantage up. Yeah, whatever. There was some finer points in that I should have paid attention to, but I did not. If you want to die ASAP, check the decisions tab. Is that so? Uh-huh. No suicide available, says Max. Not sure what the trigger is. Probably high stress. Oh, crumbs. We're being raided.